Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Freeman Files here on the J Free 906 podcast channel. Tom Burns, Seth Bridges is with us here tonight. How you guys doing?
Hello, hello.
Fantastic. Doing fantastic.
My goodness. What
been a busy couple of days for you, Mr. Freeman.
The fifth podcast in a week in 7 days. I'm telling you what, man, it's been crazy, but it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. So age of disclosure, podcast going wild, and all of that stuff. Man, what a great time. Have either of you guys seen that movie yet?
Age of Disclosure? No, I haven't.
Okay.
No.
Right.
I watched you guys talking about it.
Yeah. It's really, really good. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about tonight, of course. We're going to be talking about the Curse of Oak Island. I wanted to thank everybody for being here with us tonight. We appreciate you all very, very much. And also wanted to thank Linda for doing all the hard work she's been doing, because she's been doing all these podcasts as well, moderating and all the work she does. So thank you very much. And I also wanted to say for everyone in America that is celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. That's the other part that has been keeping us very busy, is getting ready for that too. So you guys haven't well, not Tom, I know you guys have already
I wish you happy Thanksgiving last week, so I'm done. I'm out. I was a week early.
I know
we're an hour earlier here, so I guess we're a week earlier for Thanksgiving. I don't know.
Yeah. So we're having a dinner here tomorrow. So yeah, we've been preparing for that too. And the house has been full of so many good smells today. Desserts,
nice.
cooking, and
yes,
yeah,
I know. And then you're like, I have to wait until tomorw. Come on,
my stomach doesn't want to. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to thank everybody again for coming tonight. We appreciate you. And I also wanted to give a special thanks out to the folks who help support the show. All of you do in your own way, and I appreciate that very much. There are many people that help support monetarily, and I thank you also very much for that. It really, truly, truly helps to keep this going. If you haven't already, we'd like to ask if you would consider subscribing to the channel and click on that notification bell so you know when we have new information coming out. You should get a note. I guess sometimes it doesn't work quite the way it should. But you should get a notification that as soon as we go live or put out a new video or something, you should get some sort of a notification from YouTube if you do that. And also, if you like the content of the show that we do for you here tonight, we'd really appreciate if you'd consider giving us a thumbs up. Give us a like, because that helps with all the YouTube stuff going on. We also have a special announcement to do tonight. We'll do that here in just a little bit as we go along. And we have a giveaway again, as we always do. For the show, and I will show a picture of that as soon as I get it up here. Let's see. I thought I had this already ready, but I do not. This is what happens when you don't have an engineer. I do not.
One-man band.
A one-man band. I know, right? So, that's not the picture.
Oh, there's Noel from Australia. Hey, Noel. Shout out to Noel.
Shout out to Noel.
In the hospital. Get better, buddy.
Yes, please get better, Noel. Yeah, I know. All right, here is the giveaway for tonight. It is one of the Oak Island Con 2025 tumblers. Those are made by Jess Grollo at blue6laser.com. She pops in here sometimes when she's not too busy, but we appreciate her very much. So Jess Grollo makes those for us, and Lorraine had those lanyards made up, so thank her for that. So that's our giveaway tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit more when we are ready for it here later in the show. I'm going to jump back over here. And okay, so we have a really, really big announcement to make for everyone tonight. And to help me with that, I'm going to bring in a couple of folks here to assist. So please welcome Mr. Tony Sampson and Lorraine LeBlanc. How are you doing? Lorraine, you're still
good. Good to see you guys.
Hello, I'm off mute now.
All right, there you go. All right.
She got her voice back.
Yeah, she got her voice back. Yes, indeed. So we have a big announcement to make for everybody here tonight, and that is Oak Island Con 2026.
Yay!
Yes, I know.
Can you guys believe it?
Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, it's been a lot of hard work in place to get all this and get all the details done. And I have to to hand it again for the lady who doesn't really like to be on camera and do all that sort of thing. Lorraine, what do you think, Tony? Does she work hard enough?
Oh my God, yeah. I think she needs a pay rise.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. I tell you what, honestly,
You
she
can
works
remember
so
it all
hard.
you want, but it's not happening.
No, exactly.
I've been asking.
Thanks, Tom. Tom's got my back.
Yeah. I know, right? So, but yeah, anyway, so here, that's what we're going to do. Tony, why don't you jump on there and tell us, so when is this going to happen anyway?
So it's going to be the 25th, the 26th, and the 27th of June, 2026. And so we've got some great speakers this year. Laird and Emma. Laird's back. Emma's coming as well. We'll have Fiona. Terry Matheson. He's going to be with us this year. Ian Spoon is going to be with us this year. And after we took the reports and the reviews back from 2025's Oak Island Con, we've decided we're having it at the Oak Island Resort. And so there's accommodation available there. Accommodation is limited, so it'll pay to get in and book your accommodation as well. And we've also got a meet and greet where you can actually chat with the presenters. And we've got an aftermatch function on the Saturday evening as well on the 27th.
Yeah.
And the registration does include the Salty Dog Sea Tour,
And
boat tour. Don't forget
we'll-
that.
Yep, that's dead right, Lorraine. So we'll be doing the boat tours. That will be on the morning of the 26th, and that will be at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. So those that can't get their sorry asses out of bed early, then the 11 a.m., that's good for them. And for us early risers, the 0900 is available as well.
Yep.
And I know 0900 is not early, but the O stands for, oh my God, it's sunrise. So
You snooze, you lose.
you would know all about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. There will be a couple more speakers, and we'll make some announcements as we go along. So another reason why you want to click on that notification bell, because we're going to be talking with some folks. So we'll have some. There may be some add-ons. Let's just put it that way. Now, I also wanted to mention too that on Saturday morning, and I'm going to try to make sure I say this as correctly as possible. Saturday morning, they have set aside. Is it the 9 o'clock, Lorraine?
9 a.m.
The 9 a.m. Oak Island tours for us. Now that's going to be handled a little bit differently. I'll let Lorraine kind of tell you a little bit about the details so I don't mess it up. Okay. So
That's fine. Okay, so right now they've set aside some spots for us. You will not find it on their website. It's been put aside. And once a person has registered on the Salty Dog site, you will get a welcome letter. In the welcome letter, it will say that you have to let me know if you plan on taking the island tour. It's not part of your registration. It'll be paid to the island separately, but I need to collect the names and I need to collect the emails of everyone who plans to do that tour on the Saturday morning. And then from there, we will give you more information of how you pay for that tour. And just to add to what Tony was saying about the hotel, that also will be in your welcome letter, and there will be a code that you can use to get a conference rate for the X number of rooms that we have held for the conference.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. I knew you would explain it so much better than I could. So thank you very much for that. So yeah,
One
so this is, go ahead, Tony.
One other thing, it is limited to 80 people.
Yes.
So yeah, so this Oak Island Con 26 is limited to 80 people. And so for the tour that's Lorraine said is put aside for the Saturday morning for the tram tour of Oak Island itself, that is separate, but they have 80 spots for us. So nobody that books the conference will actually miss out on that tour. But and what cannot be controlled is obviously the amount of spaces at the Oak Island Resort. They only have so many rooms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And also, if someone is not coming to the conference, they will not be able to book into the Oak Island tour unless we have spots left over from the people who registered for the conference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, conference
Yeah,
people.
so basically the Oak Island tour on Saturday morning is being reserved for conference people.
Yes.
Until a certain time, at which time, if there's vacancies, other people can go.
Yes.
Exactly, Tom.
Well said, Tom.
Yes. So it's going to be a lot of fun, folks. We had such a blast in September when we did the first one, and we're looking for this one. This one's going to be even better. And doing it at the Oak Island Resort is going to be so nice because they have the accommodations, the food right there. Also, everything is right there. It's going to be really, really nice. So we did it at the Legion, and the Legion was great. It really, truly was. They treated us so very well there. And I forgot the gentleman's name that was running it and set it all up.
Fred Hebb.
Yeah, Fred. And Fred was awesome. He really was. Him and his helpers there were so good to us, but it just could not accommodate this many people, unfortunately. So that's why we had to have a different venue if we wanted to have more people. And so that's why and then we worked out things with the Oak Island Resort. So, so get your tickets quickly and get your, your reservations once you get that welcome letter. And again, don't try to go and reserve a room yet until you get your Oak Island convention reserved and you get your number, and then you can go and do it. Or you won't
then you'll get the discount from the resort as well. And you're dead right, Jeff. Honestly, having it at the resort is fantastic. I mean, it's a symbiotic relationship between the resort, myself, and the island as well. So it's a great package. And the fact is, you can basically walk down from your room, to the boats, and they've got a nice bar and restaurant, as you said, on site. And so, from the reviews that we got back from 2025, it actually allows more of a social activity afterwards, after the presentations as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
So and you never know who's going to pop in. It's one of those things. We had like Charles popping in last year in September. At the meet and greet. And then also. Oh gosh darn it! I forgot her name. We haven't seen her on the show yet.
Michaela.
Michaela was we never even I'm like, who's that over there? I thought she must be an attendee, and no, she's one of the archaeologists. We haven't seen her on the show, so we had no idea who was going to pop in. So you never know. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
She does amazing. She's an artist as well, Jeff. So she made beautiful tintypes and lithographs of
cool.
But that was a few years ago while she was still at university, and they flew out. They were beautiful work. They really were. So, maybe even some of her artwork might be available.
Yeah, I don't know. Maya asked about the discount for the hotel. I don't think it's $300 a night anyway. Is it rooms $300 a night there? No, I don't think they're that much. Yeah.
No.
So, anyway. And you'll get a discount off of whatever they have different rates for different rooms. If you're looking at
exactly.
Exactly.
Jeff is right.
LA's
Rooms
now.
Rooms are like cars. What do you want for options?
Exactly.
And the chalets are amazing because they're right down on the waterfront. I don't know if there's any of those available. Lorraine, you probably know. But
well, we had a few that were still available. So it all depends if they're still available when people call in for them.
Yep.
Oak Island in June. Get your registration letter, get your code, and get on their site.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, actually, it would have been beautiful out there today. It was like glass. It was amazing. Getting a little bit colder though.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my gosh. All right. Did I miss anything? Did I cover it all? I think we covered it all.
You covered it all.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much.
Except if anyone has questions.
Oh, yes.
Then, there you go, Jeff.
Right here. Yes. If anyone has any questions about the conference, just contact Ahoy at saltydogtours.com, jfree906@gmail.com, or Lorraine LeBlanc 2015 at gmail.com. Just reach out to one of us to get if you have any questions about it, just reach out to one of us and we'll do our best to answer your questions. And I'll just refer you to Lorraine anyway. So
don't panic. Once you get your booking receipt, guys, if you book online, you'll get your booking receipt and your welcome package letter will arrive sometime after that. It might not be instantly because we have to get those email addresses to Lorraine and the island. So once you're booked on my site, though, you are the 80. So.
Yep. So, all right, man, it's going to be a good time. I can't wait. I just love meeting everybody, all the people that come, all the attendees and everything. it was such a great time and hanging out and talking and stuff. So, whew, all right,
Make all kinds of new friends.
Yes, absolutely. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate you very much. All right,
Not a worry. Take care. Great to see
See you
you.
guys.
all right. See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Ciao for now.
Mhm. All right. So there you go. All right. So we are going to continue on now with the show, and we're going to be talking about the Curse of Oak Island, season 13, episode number 4, The Smoking Gun. Right? That's the one where.
Yep. Let's cut to it.
Smoking gun.
Make sure I'm on the right show here with everything going on. Oh my goodness. So I know, right? Yeah, airhead. All right, so we're going to start off in the money pit, and we're going to stick around there for a little bit. As you all know, what they've been doing here recently, and they've been working this area that is, as we've talked about before, in the solution channel, working their way kind of towards the garden shaft, heading up that way. So that's kind of what the idea is here. Currently, they are working on last night's show. They were working on F5.5, which, if I can get my pinpointer out, I've got the grid up there, and you can kind of get a look at that grid. There's my pinpointer. All right. So F5.5 is right about here, I believe. Yeah, right about in there, halfway between 5 and 6 there on that line. And so, and what something that I noticed that Scott had mentioned last night was he had said something about right about there. He had said something about being able to get down to the bottom of that caisson because they had high hopes for Tom Burns 1. But it had that collapse. If you remember, they had that big collapse there, and they could not continue, and they had to pull it. And so they wanted to get a drill down all the way down and get down below, well below that caisson, where where the caisson made it to. That was interesting. I didn't catch that right away the first time I heard the show, and it wasn't until the second time that I realized that it was that particular, that they were going right in there at TB1.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense why they're so hopeful too for this area.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they really are. And this is the kind of thing that they're looking to see. You hear Terry talk about this all the time. Oh, that soil's too rigid, or that sort of thing. Too much clay in it, too compact, or whatever. And in this case, this is what you want. You want that sloppy mud stuff that would be collected on the bottom of the solution channel, and then you want to hit that bedrock. So you see the bedrock right there that Tom has pointed out.
That's the little wooden marker they put on it when they take pictures of it. They write the feet down on it, how deep they were.
Yep. Yeah. Here you see them cutting them open and getting all excited about jumping in there and having a good look at it. Yeah, good sloppy muckety muck. Yeah. You're right, Zane. Exactly right. That's what they want to see. Now, we know that they put their pinpointer in there, and they got a hit on this right away. And that was the excitement that we had from last week, was what was this thing? And then they pulled this thing out, and it looked like, was it a bent coin? Was it I was thinking at the time and that it was maybe like a lead bag seal or part of a lead bag seal.
We were half right. We were 50% right. We said it wasn't a coin.
Yeah, it wasn't a coin.
Right. So stop there. What else you got?
Right. Yeah, exactly. It had this big fat thick edge on it, and that's when I was thinking that's a coin. Go ahead. Oh, I would have
thought when they pulled it up, they would have recognized it as steel and not silver, thinking that it was silver. But anyway.
But it turned out to be pretty exciting until Mr. Mr. Rain on Your Parade comes over.
Well, you might as well find out.
Might as well find out right away. Even Rick, was looking at it going, boy, I don't know. And then they showed it to Rain on Your Parade, Scott Barlow, and he's like, yeah.
But here's my question. If that's off a drill head, that's not off a choice drill head, though, is it? Because there's sonic drilling.
That's what I would say. I would say no. It's not a.
I was going to try and find out today what, but I don't know. Sonic Drilling uses that type of drill head.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody know out there?
I'm not sure.
I would think a Sonic drill was a different setup altogether.
Yeah, I would think so too. And because when
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't have a chance to look it up.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's now that it's aired, maybe we can actually ask and get information about that, because that was curious to me as well. The important thing to take away from all of it, it's not a coin. It's modern or relatively modern. It's not pre-searcher that we always hope for that sort of thing. So in this particular case, it is off of a drill. Now we have no idea what drill when, but it still means that something fell down into the solution channel and worked its way all the way down through the muckety muck to sit on the bottom or right on top of the bedrock.
Yeah.
So could coins do that? Could treasure do that? Absolutely. And this is the encouraging part about the whole thing, right?
Well, put it this way: steel is not as heavy as gold or silver.
Absolutely, yeah. So if it's down there, gold and silver can be down there, and they hit the right spot.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting to the bottom of the solution channel. They're pulling up metal, and now we just need it to be precious metal.
I'm going to say real quick. I see Kevin and a few people are talking about. You have to go to, and it should be up now. I think it's it should be.
It's 8:50. It's 8:51 here now, so it might not be. Quite active yet. I would say give it an hour or so and check it.
Yeah, give it an hour or so.
But I think they were talking about the live button going like at 9 p.m. local time.
Yeah,
and it's 8:51 here now.
But when you do, you go in there and you have to make sure you move the calendar ahead to June 26, 2026.
Correct.
And then click on the 26th of June and then scroll down because there's going to be other, his other tours that he would do. And then scroll down and then you'll see the one for Oak Island Con. So you have to make sure you go to the date of that particular date. All right. So, all right. Anyway. So, even though, and Prometheus loving to give us that, fancy editing that they do, the hype that they built on this last week, and it turns out to be a tooth off of a drill. Regardless, it was still interesting that it made it down there, which proves that so can coins and that sort of thing.
We got to experience the excitement and anticipation that they felt until Scott Barlow told them the truth of what they had found.
Yeah. Mr. Happy Man, guys, hey, sorry to bust your bubble, but anyway,
we'll have to name that one SB1.
yeah. So, Tom, I mean, was it 204 feet that they went down to? Is that
204? So 36 feet off target.
So what the heck?
I just shook my head when they stopped at 204. Yeah, they hit bedrock. Well, if you look at the old diagram from last year of all the different ones that they had, what they know they went to 204. There's the diagrams. Those are the ones they all went over 200 feet. And they know they have to go, like last week, to 225 to go through a shelf to get to the next void. So what's to say there's not two voids down there?
Yeah.
I'd have put a couple more links on that drill, and I'd have just double checked to make sure there wasn't something beneath that bedrock.
Absolutely.
Because now to me, they've literally left the stone unturned.
Yeah. So if they stopped at 204, I don't know. That's quite a bit shy of where they should need to be going.
Well, and the target for that hole was 240.
Yeah. And
they're only just a few feet away from where they drilled last week. So you're telling me it went from, what was it, 230 something, 235, 238, whatever it was, to 204 in a span of so many feet?
Yeah.
The
other thing to note about this also is that, and I love this, when you sent this over to me, Tom, I was like, oh my gosh, remember how we were asking the question, how do they know where the solution channel goes? I mean, they know because they've drilled it.
Yep. Connect the dots.
look at that, how it follows that line all the way up the side.
Oh
over here,
yeah,
the
you're
eastern
exactly
side.
right.
That's how they know where the solution channel is, where it goes down there.
Yeah, so my point is, if there's a sub solutions channel that's being sourced from someplace else, right? Okay, so I've hit bedrock, but they don't know if there's another solutions channel underneath that bedrock or not.
Interesting you should bring that up, because our friend Zane, Zig Zane, who is in the chat tonight, he shared, this man loves to work with stuff like Steve Guptill, not so much in the surveying, but in his diagrams and stuff. And Zane put together a couple of these, and he was sharing them in our Discord channel that we chat about on Tuesday nights. So I wanted to show this as well. Check these out. So now what you're looking at here is his drawings on CAD, and you can see the garden shaft. I'm going to get my pointer out here. You can see the garden shaft here. And if any of this I say wrong, Zane, make sure you shout out in the chat and let me know I'm off base. So that's the garden shaft here. This right here would be 10X.
Mhm.
Remember, 10X has that smaller pipe that goes on down, right, to 235 feet. And then you've got the chapel shaft and the heading shafts right here. And then they have that, and I'll try to scroll in on this. You have that caisson that they put down in here that goes right down there. So see, and then now here's a better, and in this box now, is that the chapel vault they pushed out of the way, Zane? Let me know.
Might be, yeah.
Yeah. And then the flood tunnel obviously coming in now, or is this that tunnel that ran across the corner of, is this the tunnel that they were following, they're chasing, that came across the corner of the garden shaft?
I think it is. Yep.
Is that what this is? Okay.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. All right.
Because that's around 100 feet, right? So that would be it. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the tunnel they were chasing. Yep.
Okay. So you were just talking about different levels.
There you go.
Yeah. So, and this is what Zane put together on different levels.
Mhm.
Yes, the proposed photo. Okay. So, and so H8, what was that? H8 is the green
Long
one.
green cylinder shape.
All right.
Hiding in chapel and heading.
Yep. Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
What's the yellow?
And then the yellow. Well, yeah. What's the yellow box? I know he's got it. We have a little bit of.
So I mean, so the bottom line is when they talk about these caissons pushing through a shelf, right, and creating that collapse, like we heard Spooner.
Yep.
Here, right.
Baby blow.
Then that's your green zone falling into your blue zone.
Yep. I think you're right, Tom. Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I mean, it's got to fall somewhere. So it's not falling
Right.
from I mean, it has to push down somehow.
Yep.
So I don't know.
So pretty interesting. And thank you, Zane, for sharing all this with us, because
Yellow's baby blob. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yellow's
makes sense.
baby blob.
Yep.
and then if you wonder about, and again, some of this information and I'm reaching out to Jeremy Church from Panther Geoscience about this as well. He may come and join us here one evening to talk about some of this for a little bit. But he has projected, you've seen his projections based upon the seismic survey that was done in the Money Pit all the way down to Smith's Cove. And he has come up with something that looks very similar to what Zane has right here. I think Zane might have used a little bit of his information to put all this together. So yeah, this is really, really interesting. And thank you for all that hard work. I appreciate it. Ned Fry, thank you so much. Ned Fire, is that pronounced fire? But anyway, thank you, Ned. I appreciate it. And also somebody else, I'm going to click on this real quick. It was at Why There. Love the team's work. Thank you so much for helping to support the show. I really do appreciate it so very much. So great work, Zane. Thank you for what you're doing here. This
It's pretty
is
impressive, I got to tell you.
very. It goes beyond anything I could put together. I can tell you that much for that. So, but other than that, we didn't get a whole lot of information or a whole lot of great stuff out of the Money Pit this week. Just simply because Oh, Warren from Australia. Oh, hey, Warren. Thank you. Appreciate you. But this is one of those times, folks, where I'm going to jump out and say this too. Because I get this from people, so often saying, oh my gosh, another show. They didn't find anything. Complaining about it. They did find some really cool stuff. And they did find some stuff that pertains to the story of the who, what, why, where, when, and how of Oak Island. But there's 24, 25 episodes. We're not going to get an amazing find on every single one of them. We're following along. And this is how we have to look at this. I'm interested in the history, and I hope they find some treasure. But we are following along with their search that they did from June all the way through into November of this year. We're following along, and that's what we're doing here. We're taking us along the ride of this search throughout the summer. There's not going to be amazing finds every single time, but they did find some really, I think they did find
historically important items.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. This episode was full of great stepping stones to really interesting things, I think.
I agree. It's really starting to pull together some dates now.
Yeah, because I'm with you. It was easy to, the first 3 episodes were packed. I felt like what a great start. And this one, the first watch, I wondered, how was that a filler episode? And when I watched it again, I thought, no, I think this is just an important step along the way. I'm very intrigued. It did what it was supposed to do. It left me wanting more, right? It ended, and I go, no. Tell me what that is.
If you're tuning in every week to expecting that a silver coin is going to come up from the bottom of a hole, that's nice, but you're going to be heartbroken for a while, I think.
Yeah, I think so. We have another one here. This was we had some questions. I don't know if we want to talk about this now or wait till later, but you had these that you shared with me, Tom.
Those are. Yeah, I forgot it even. Just something I'm working on, and we'll just take a second on this. You're talking about things over and around between TOT1 and the garden shaft, and the amount of time that they spend focusing on that area. I mean, they're pretty convinced. You can see Spooner's, tubes are still in the ground there that you heard the collapse from, and that he's doing the test from. And I'm doing an even deeper dive on that whole TOT1 to the garden shaft, Golden Egg area. They're totally convinced there's something in there. There's no doubt. They are spending a horrific amount of time on that area with their research. And you go back and look over 2 or 3 years worth, and you'll see that they are all over this area, and they're not there. I mean, Marty's not going to let them spend any time there unless there's a good reason. So that's just something I'd done up quickly and sent to Jeff just to show him what I was working on. But there'll be more to come on that later. But you can see that is a key area of interest. And I don't think they're leaving there until they're totally satisfied there's nothing down there.
I agree with you. I think you're absolutely right.
Actually, I don't think they're going to leave there until they prove there is something down there.
Yeah. A better way to say it.
Yeah.
And I think there is. And you heard Marty mention it yet again last night, talking about the fact that, the water samples are still showing, and they're doing them all the time. Craig, thank you very much. Thank you, Craig. The water samples are still showing the content of gold and silver in the water. And that's what keeps him going. That's one of the things that keeps him going. And knowing that it's a very likely possibility that this has been pushed down into the solution channel.
Yeah. And just another thing on those photos. Some of those are from Kat, some of them are from Lorraine, and I forget who the other ones are from. Some of them are from episodes. But it shows you that even as far as when Lorraine was there, just a few days ago, those pipes are still marked. They're untouched.
Yep. Yeah. And that was, just last weekend, I think.
Yep.
Or something. Yeah.
And they are still untouched. So many thanks to those people that sent me those photos.
11/21/25. So just the other day.
Yep.
That she was there. So they're still there and still marked. They've smoothed everything else out back here, but those are not.
That tells me that they're going back to take more tests.
Yes, they're continuing to test the water and stuff.
Right. Other than that, you'd have capped them off, plugged them off, buried them, something, right?
Yeah, maybe that's what the pallet was all about. Yes, I agree.
I'm still working on that pallet thing, folks. Stay tuned.
Yeah, when he's talking about the pallet, he's talking about this pallet right there. When Kat was there, who just made that comment, when Kat was there, that pallet was sitting out there. Why would you leave a pallet out in the middle? It wasn't just sitting there because they forgot it. It was covering something. because you can see underneath it. There's like something underneath it.
The
right
plastic
there.
sheet or something underneath.
Yeah. So I think that was sitting on top of one of the caissons or something. So.
Yeah, I think it's a smaller caisson. It's one of the drilling guys' caissons.
Yeah. So anyway,
SB,
good stuff.
I think it's a smaller SB Canada caisson.
Oh, okay. Nice.
But
all right. So let's
we
jump over.
digress.
Let's jump over to the lab for a minute and we will take a look at the finds over there. They brought over to Emma and Laird that piece of lead that Charles and Gary had found over on lot 5. Here it is here. They did do some run it through the machines and all of that. They came up with no modern elements. So that means it's either 1700s or pre-1700s. It has tin in it. And
I guess 10 is the giveaway, right? I guess 10 plus no modern elements puts it, early 1700s or pre-1700s, I guess, according to what Emma was talking about.
Yeah. And Emma said it was raw too. She said it hadn't been.
I mean, in theory, that piece of lead could have been kicking around there for 200 years and wasn't dropped until 1850.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
Or it was there in 1600 and was dropped in 1600. But we know whoever made that lead did it well in advance of the discovery of the muddy pit, regardless.
Yes. Absolutely. Yep. Now I can't wait to see when they get when they send it off to get the laser ablation done.
That's the key one. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see here during an analysis, no newer elements in it. So that gives it the age, which is fantastic. The smoking gun Gary finds was shown to Maddie on this year's. Oh, okay. Well, you think that was what it was?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Remember, we thought it was a plumb bob.
Oh, that's right. I'd forgotten that. You're right. Thank you. That's right. Thank you, Brian.
Famous typos there. Yeah. Lead spelled a little differently than what you're used to. That's the Canadian way to spell it.
So here's just a quick look at. They're going to send it over. I put this in there because I wanted to remember to say they're sending it off to get the laser ablation done on it to find out, if they can narrow it down to the same mines in southern France that the lead cross. And did you notice something else too? Yeah, I know. I'm crossing my fingers too, Seth. Did you notice that? How the TV show, they have it in the script for Robert Clotworthy to say the lead barter token. Did you notice that Gary didn't call it a lead barter token?
No. I think the people that write the script are the only one that call it the lead barter token.
They are. Yes. It's not a lead barter token. Actually, Gary called it a scalped disc.
Scalped disc, yeah.
Because that's what it is. It's got these, all those scalps around the, scalping around the edge. So pretty cool. Yeah, there it is there.
Yeah, Nova Scotia first, yeah.
One of the very interesting things is that Laird said quite a few times lately that some of the finds on Oak Island are Nova Scotia firsts. Yes.
And that's pretty important when you think about it, okay? Because you think, oh, well, how much really deep dive archaeology have they done in Nova Scotia? All right. Go up to Fort Louisburg and look at the size of the place. And you tell me they haven't torn that place from, top to bottom.
I got to see it when I get the next time I go up. I want to go to Fort.
It's humongous. You got to see it. So, and there's still archaeologists up there now.
Wow.
So if there's anything there from 1700s, 1600s that they should have found, could have found, it would be indexed and Laird would know about it.
You know where I want to go this year when I get up there? I want to go to the La Have Point. I've forgotten the name of that point, but south of Oak Island, Fort Point. Thank you. In La Have, where Larizzi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rosalie.
Thank you. Yes, I want to get down to Fort Point. Thank you, Kat. I want to get down there real bad this year. So, so there's that scalp disc and the lead cross that were both from the same area. May not be the actual same mine, but the same area.
And keep in mind, the dates on those is roughly 1400. That's important.
Yep. If this comes back the same.
I mean, the lead, and maybe it's just my untrained hopeful eye, but the lead piece, it has the same like look and feel, even though I can't feel it. I'm only going off of, one sense here, but I don't know. It's got the same, it has the same feeling as this cross. I get why Gary's so hopeful, because like it does look like it.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Absolutely.
And you look at the little holes at the top, and
which piece?
Yeah, isn't that what they were trying to create or recreate almost?
And what did Emma call it? Pure lead?
Yes.
So it hasn't been melted down, reused, whatever. This is the lead as it was originally poured.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And look there, like you see the hole.
Hadn't been recycled, exactly. Yep.
Right. Yes. So thank you, Dave. Well, yeah. So was this something that somebody was trying to make into something else? I think it was. Gary could very well be correct on that. They were trying to make it into something else.
Somebody tried to put holes in it.
Yeah, obviously, and put this little notch at the top here, or little thing at the top. So it's crazy. I mean, this is good. Really, really good. Joanne Richardson, thank you so much. Wow, you guys are awesome. I really.
Yeah, Robert, Joanne.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that.
You're on fire, Jeff.
Oh my gosh. It just, as I say so many times, and I hate to be a complete, keep saying it all the time, but it does cost money to put this all together. So anyway, thank you so much. Okay. So now we're going to jump over to lot 5. And you notice on this show, we didn't get any of the Fiona and all those guys working, all the folks working so hard in the actual, what used to be the circular feature, which is now a building site of some sort. But we do see them out now working around I would call it the more southern area of lot 5, more toward the center road. And they said it was east of where they found the Roman coins, right?
Correct. Yep.
And I'm going to show you this picture right here. I love this one here. The first one I had up. This one shows Salty Dog Sea Tours out there.
Right. I saw that right away. Hey.
They actually showed that twice because there was another shot of lot 5 and they showed Salty Dog out there. So yeah, if you're ever wondering how close, and he gets closer than that, depends on the tide when he's out there with the tide, but he actually gets pretty close to the island, and then he'll honk his horn, and then the folks come out and wave. You'll see Charles or Doug.
They get you close enough in places you can actually talk to the people on the shore.
Yes.
And you might end up on the show in one of these drone shots.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I wonder how many people were like, let me see, zooming in.
And he always comes over and gives lot 5 some attention, because you can see them in there working. See how close they are? That's how close they are to the shore.
There we go. That's what I've been wanting to see.
When he pulls the boat up there, you can actually see them. If you're there on the weekday, you can actually see them in there working, and they'll wave at you, because he'll honk the horn and they'll wave or whatever. But yeah.
As in the previous dives they've done, can y'all remember offhand if they've ever done any dives on this this part of the island? They have.
Yes.
What did they find anything?
Matter of fact, I think that was remember when oh gosh, I wish Tony was here to tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I thought when he was out here diving in this area, general area on this side of the island, they had found that disc with the hole in it that they were saying, oh, could that be a coin? Could that be a coin? And it wasn't. It was just a washer of some sort. They kind of made a big deal out of it, but I believe that Tony was diving over on this side of the island at that time.
Yeah, because when he dove on the back side of the island around lot 26, 27, 28, that's when they were finding the old wharf structures.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. Yeah. So they have dove out here. Yes.
Okay.
The answer to that. And that's such a sad thing too, because they can't actually touch anything.
You can't touch it. You can wave the silt off the top or whatever, but you can't touch it.
You need to be able to pick it up and look at it and examine it. If he gets a hit,
separate permit.
Tom, run for office.
Yes.
Expedite this for us. Get a special permit.
I know, right? Every time they get something great, they got to do a permit for it.
Oh yeah.
Rubber stamp, seal it with a lead seal.
Yeah. I snapped this picture here because this was actually excuse me. This was actually a shot of Rick putting a flag in the ground. He didn't dig anything up, but he put a flag in the ground. Now, was this a hit that Gary thought that, he might have said, oh, it's just iron of some sort, and just kept on walking? But
dig it later.
Yeah, but he actually stuck a flag in the ground right there. And I thought, well, why are they not digging this up? Why are they just marking it for later? Maybe it was some other kind of feature, because they do mark other features.
Right. Yeah. It's
look at later.
curious looking things.
Yeah. So hard to say.
A rock to check under, for markings.
Yeah.
Might not be just metal.
But they do end up finding another piece of lead.
Hmm.
I don't know how far this piece of lead was from the other piece of lead, but you do find another piece of lead. And again, it does have some weird little markings on it, but were they carved into it?
Oh,
no idea.
I mean, lead was used for so many things, right?
Yep.
It's used for water sheathing on boats. It was, used to make stuff, and it was such a multi-purpose metal. It's soft, it's malleable, right? You don't have to heat it up to make it, go around the corner.
Beat it into shape. They do reflag spots when they find something. Yes, they do. Yeah, and maybe that's what it was, Kat. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he was just putting a flag in there, marking something. They pulled out a nail, and there's a nail. Well,
you can see last night one of the flags he put in when he marked a particular spot. He said Steve's going to have to mark this. And I didn't get a chance to go back and see the flag again, but the flag had a number on it.
Yeah,
it was like 409 or 40 something on it. Yeah,
I have that.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. For Steve to come back and do surveys. Yep, exactly. Yeah, many reasons why. They do find this ring. When I saw this at first, and he said, "Oh, it looks like it's a pair of scissors," I'm thinking, no, it doesn't look like a pair of scissors. But yes, when he put them up side by side, they do look like a pair of scissors, and that's exactly. We find out that's exactly what it was. He was putting it over, like when he was holding it on top there. Now, being somebody who was raised with horses, as I was, it did kind of look like a bridle part.
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I saw
thought
that.
It did too.
I thought, oh, maybe it is. But I noticed that the one had a larger circle than the other. If you notice when he's holding them there, this one's got a larger circle than the other for other fingers, and your thumb only in the other hole, right? So, but anyway, cool find. That's why I used this in tonight's thumbnail, because of the fact that, man, the finds in lot 5 are just coming. I mean, it's nonstop.
The sheer number of them, right? Is that what you used?
Yeah. The sheer number. I know. I'm learning from Tom. Tom is giving me these little clips, Yeah.
That's cutting edge stuff. What can I tell you?
It is cutting edge stuff. Yes, it is. I think Gary has a handle on this.
I think he does.
He did. That was Tom's. I had to use it. It was Tom's. I'm not that smart. The shear, that was mine. I did that one, but I'm learning. Yeah. See, here's where he was talking. I think it's horse tack.
It didn't look like it. It could have been either one, as far as I was concerned, when they were playing with it. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. Joanne, she's like, oh, they think they're so funny. No, I don't think I'm funny at all. Tom's funny.
In our minds, we're hilarious.
Yeah. And this right here, in this UCL flag, yes, they did put a flag in the ground right there. But yes, they do mark features. And this was really an interesting one. In good lefty scissors. That's what I need, because I'm a lefty, right? I need lefty scissors. What did you think? I'm going to throw this out to the chat too.
Yeah.
I want to hear from you all, and I want to hear from both of you. When you first saw this and you saw this stone standing up, what did you think about the spot? What was the first thing you thought?
I'm not going to say what I thought, but I'll let other people.
Well, I thought, tombstone right away.
Ba-boom.
Yep.
Got it.
And then I thought, oh, is this the body that I thought they might find? But I don't know. Would they put it in a circle? And then after that, I went and checked Zena Halpern's map to see, could this line up with that?
Yep.
Could this be? I know
it's
that
other picture I sent you, Jeff, this afternoon.
Gravestone. Yes. Yep, gravesite.
Yeah. Are you talking about the one from next week?
No, the one with the guy with the red shirt.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah. Fire pit. Someone said fire pit. It could be. It might just be because I've propped up rocks, for little heat shields and for wind protection and stuff.
Yep, me too. Yep. Oh well. Oh, Francis Bacon. Yep. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, where's Jake tonight? Could be Francis Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this little hole over here, and they did too. They noticed this little hole. Yes. And they were thinking, Oh, is that some sort of a cave in of something going deeper there? But apparently it isn't. He put his hand down there and didn't find anything. But if you notice, this stone right here is kind of, I don't know if it's standing up on its edge too, but it's.
And did they kind of poke the shovel and describe it as not just all rocky inside the circle?
You don't know yet at this point.
A little bit of forest material, but mostly rocks, right?
Yeah.
So somebody filled it in with rocks.
That's what it looks like. Yeah. There's everybody standing around looking at it. And I thought this was pretty interesting. You've seen when Peter Finetti comes over and he's got this other, look at this thing he's carrying. Did you notice that?
No. Well, what is that?
It's some sort of I think it's a magnetometer of some sort, but I'm not exactly sure. That was my guess. Is anybody in the chat?
Oh yeah, look at the white bar out behind it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it.
I was thinking it was some sort of a magnetometer, but
that's the battery and the arm strap on the top, like a metal down by his foot.
Yeah.
So to tell them if there's any voids or kind of
Yep. That's some sort of GPR.
Cool.
Fantech, you're right. The KGC does. That's very true. They put markings like that on there. KGC is the Knights of the Golden Circle, in case anybody's wondering.
Knights of the Golden Circle.
They're the ones that after the Civil War wanted to keep the war going. They were trying to get their money together. They hid a lot of money around the U.S. And they wanted to keep the war going.
I want to find some of their gold.
All right, there's still some being found. It's out there. So Jesse James and the boys, yes, exactly.
Okay, so they came through Texas. All right.
Yes, they did. They went all over.
I did some looking around on the internet this afternoon. I searched 1,300 and 1,400 unmarked small gravesite stone markers.
Yep.
And we came up with a picture.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah, okay.
Coming up next. What's that back there? I don't know. That's kind of
no idea. What's that covering?
A stake.
It's not a box. It's a cover.
Yeah,
the first time I saw it, I thought it was a box, right?
Yeah.
But that's not a box; it's a cover. And why are they using wooden stakes and not the little flags?
Right. So yeah, something going on over there. Remember how I had said that they're, and I think I said this last week, that if they went in, they scraped off the entire lot 5, lot 4, lot 6 areas, they'd probably find more structures made out of stone under the ground.
Yes. Yeah. This is like the swamp of the land, where you think, oh, there's this big road over here. And then you go dig in another spot and you're like, oh, there's more road. And this is like that. There's this little structure. Oh, another big structure and a big structure.
I think it was like a work camp. And I think there's more than one building in that area.
Yeah,
that's my belief. I mean, and I said this before, if there's that many people out there, there's chances are there's more than one little structure. The flags were numbered. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't really see the one under. It's 400 and something backwards. No, it's actually, I don't know.
I mean, these men would have done worship services too. There's got to be some sort of church structure.
Yep. So I didn't know if these were numbered, saying, "Oh, this is the 409th flag we're putting in the ground."
Well, I think they correlate those to when he pulls something out of the ground. They'll write it's flag number 409 is where you go to, so Steve can map where it was found.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but I mean, I didn't know if they were in sequential order or what, so I was just kind of curious about that.
Wow,
Patty Girl Rachel, thank you.
Whoa, wow.
It's Thanksgiving week.
It is
giving spirit. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and I'm there's our giveaway. So it's time for our giveaway. All right, that was my reminder. So Melinda doesn't have to go, hey, are you gonna do the giveaway? All right, as Linda gets up in here, we're gonna talk about this real quick. And again, I always have to repeat myself because there might be new people here that don't know this. But
this is your XRF machine. So
this is my XRF. This is the drink time when Jeff repeats himself every darn week. I know, right? Terrible. All right, we do these giveaways, and we put it up on our Facebook group page, The Curse of Oak Island and Beyond Skinwalker Ranch, which is listed below down in our down in the description of the show. You can click on that, come and be a member. Linda will put this up as a post in there, and all you have to do to be eligible is to comment yes to that post. Not now, and it has to be on that post with the picture of the giveaway.
It's going to say giveaway in great
Yes.
big letters.
Yeah. You say yes. She puts you in the running for it, and you must be present at the podcast to win. Okay. All right.
Right. And Coach is correct. He just said you have to remember to register every week
Yes.
because Coach forgets. Just saying.
Oh, yes, he does. All right. So then Linda goes through all the trouble of putting 100 and some odd names on her phone on her little spinner thingy, and then she'll spin it for us here, and we'll see who is the lucky winner. I don't know how. It's got to be painstaking to put all that on there, but thank you for the work.
It's kind of a pain. I'm not going to lie. And next week we have a really fun giveaway. So
yeah. So
sure
be
to watch
watching for that.
It'll come out Thursday night basically at midnight Friday morning.
Yep. So once we get the name, we will call out. You get about a minute to say you're here before we spin for another name. So make sure that I know there's a little delay. That's why we give you a minute. But if you see your name come up, let us know right away that you're here. All right. All right, Linda, let's have at it.
Spin that wheel.
That wheel.
That's what I needed. I needed Seth.
Up just a little. There you go. And Pat Kusick. Rick and Pat Kusick, are you here? Let us know that you are here. Man, I saw some names roll like that at the end. You're like
very familiar names at the end there, which is like,
Jeff's name went by. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Terrace was there, yeah.
Yep. Oh no, I thought that was them. That was just Zig.
Yep. Rick and Pat here from Ohio.
There they are. All right. Woohoo. All right, you do it.
Geez, what's that? 3 weeks in a row on the first spin?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that great?
Awesome.
You're from Ohio. All right.
Rick or Pat, send me a private message with your address, and I will get this in the mail. Hopefully Friday. No promises. We have state football on Friday.
All right.
So big deal for our little town.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Linda. Appreciate you.
Yep. Thanks.
All right. As we move along, we're going to go down and we're going to get Stinky in the swamp.
Down and dirty.
Down and dirty and Stinky in the swamp. You see that they're working. You see up here all that work they did up in the north, and now they're working right in here in this area. This was an area we were not allowed to take any pictures of when we went by on the tour, on the tram, because this area was really cleared off when I was there in September. As we go along here, but man, they're finding an awful lot of these stakes, and that was something that I was like, my goodness, there is a lot of them in this area. And as you heard Rick say, which is what Tom has a closed captioning on, said I would have expected them to be linear, meaning lined up, right?
Yeah. Well,
What's your thought on this, Tom?
Okay, so a couple things going on here. When they make linear, they're either putting fence posts in, they're building fish weirs, or they're putting them in a line, okay, for some purpose. Okay. And if you were going to, and when I talked to Terry DeVoe about how they built these roads way back in the days of the Portuguese, they come in, bosses come in and said, I want you to build a road from point A to point B. They marked it out. They would leave, come back, and the road crew would basically have built their structure. But what I'm thinking is finding so many of these things in one place. When you go to start a project like this, you send a bunch of guys out into the woods and say, cut me 100 or cut me 200 stakes. Right? They bring them all back and they pile them all up on a stone pad so they don't sink into the swamp. So to me, those are the unused stakes.
Yeah, exactly. And I was thinking, is this where they were making the stakes?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Those are the unused. Now, the ones they find they're vertical, those are your marker stones or your marker stakes. And they just didn't use them all.
Right. That makes perfect sense. I hadn't thought of that. A staging area.
Staging area. Exactly. Like the chat agrees. Robert said storage receiving area.
Stake storage receiving area, not used yet. Piles, yeah, yeah. Oh, and they were. That's true. As we move along here, somebody's saying piles under the stone.
Right.
Yeah, they were using, but they wouldn't.
So the rocks don't sink into the swamp? Yep, it could be.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why you'd waste time putting points on them if you're just going to use
Right.
them for support.
Right.
That's
Unless
a
you have
good
them
point,
left
too.
over. Yeah.
Good point. No, nice one, Seth.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so a lot of, but I hadn't thought of that, and that's an excellent point.
They could have been
Sand.
surplus posts, to his post, to Zig's post point. They could be surplus posts, and they did use them for support under the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they got points on them doesn't mean they couldn't be used for support.
Absolutely. Yeah. Repurposed survey stakes. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Points on the wrong end. Yeah, I see what you mean.
So yeah, then they come across the sand in there. That was pretty cool. First when I saw this, I thought it was clay, but then they said it was sand.
No.
But I tell you what, if you and I got a couple of pictures of it here. I mean, look at this right here. Look at that structure. That's, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I know sometimes it's hard for us to see when we look at these things, huh?
That's man-made.
Yeah, it's hard for us to see the whole picture. It's when they're standing there looking at this stuff, it's hard to really picture exactly what you're looking at from the TV show sometimes. But when you're standing there, and I know this when I stood there and looked at, you heard Terry DeVoe when he first went and looked at the Stone Road, southeast corner of the swamp, and Terry DeVoe was just like, oh my gosh, when he was looking at it. And when I stood there, they let us get out of the tram and stand there and look at the Stone Road, and I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wow, so much different.
Yeah, when you look at the stone structures, you can have, like on a glacial river, you can go along like in front of our camp on the river here, and you can see stones going up the banking. Okay. But you don't see that on Oak Island. You see stones laying flat and they go up with the horizon of the tide, right? They're not vertical. Right. So anything stacked vertically is out of character for the normal stone structure on the island, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially when you have the bigger rocks on the bottom, smaller rocks on top.
Yep. The sand, I'd be interested to know more about that sand. Is that beach sand or is it glacier?
Glacier too.
Deposited by glaciers.
Good point.
That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I got a sneaking suspicion it's beach sand. That was probably the area of a shoreline that was free of boulders.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just simply beach sand.
So do you guys think this is a road, or we're finding just another platform like on the opposite side of the swamp?
Initially, I'm going to say a pathway of some sort, but I don't know. It depends when they get scraping this all off. I mean, I was watching as Billy was scraping across that with the excavator, and you could hear the rocks, as he was pulling it across there, and he wasn't in deep. He was just scraping the surface. So it sounds like it might be a bigger.
We haven't gotten to see Guptill come over and tell us the elevation, if it matches up with other features. We did. This is where Gary found charcoal, though, right? A little bit, not a lot, but
This
a little
is
bit
where,
of charcoal.
Yeah, and this picture here before I move is that's the stone. No, you're fine. That's the stone platform there on the right side, and that's what they just found on the left side.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like another platform, maybe around the same age.
I think there is too.
I think so. That's where they're working right there, where the logs were, and then of course they got over here and they're working in this area up over here to the north.
They had to stop there. It's amazing how defined the permits are when you see that photo of where they outline the permits.
Yeah,
like there's something that would drive you crazy.
Oh yeah, and you have to know exactly where you're at.
Yeah.
And Steve Guptill's a man to tell you.
Yeah, it's not like drawing like a straight line from here to there and over here and back from that corner. It's like they're all chunked off in weird little shapes.
Yep. I wonder if that's just the method that they have to request it, where it's like, give us this little chunk. Now give us this little chunk.
Wouldn't you do it? Wouldn't you take it, make it a square or a rectangle or a circle?
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't get this.
As opposed to some odd shaped structure.
Yeah.
Look at the shape of them. Those are the permitted areas.
How do they come up with that?
I have no idea. But there's my friend Samuel Ball, hot on the trail.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
they said
you
they
know,
had to move to the north so they could work
Yeah.
in an area they don't have to have a permit, which is right in between here.
yeah. But you notice how Ball bought that lot before he bought the other two.
Yeah. And why would you want 32 in the first place?
I don't know. And he used the government grant to get it. You got it for
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, you got it for nothing. I mean, sure, but most of it would have been wet, soppy
Useless.
ground. Yeah, useless. What could you do with it? But he wanted it. I don't know.
Mm.
And he got that 1809 from the grant, and then he bought 11. I'm
That's
sorry,
for 11.
31
Yeah,
for 11.
he bought 31 in 1807 for 11 pounds.
Yep.
And he bought lot 30 in 1810 for 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 years later, he paid 1 pound less for it.
Yeah. That crazy.
Yep.
So
Samuel was onto something. Samuel was onto something.
I think you're right. I really do. I think you're right. I just grabbed this one because I noticed they're still using their BW 4-gas meter back there to check for the H2S and stuff in the ground, or methane, maybe even.
That would be
a 4-gas monitor can pick up methane, oxygen, carbon monoxide, and H2S, hydrogen sulfide.
Swamp gas is swamp gas, right?
Yep, could be explosive.
Yep. Especially in Nova Scotia.
I'm glad they're using that.
Coal mines and methane, right?
Mm-hmm. They did some pumping out of the area, and they did find some other stone in there. I think Billy is in the excavator, sitting on top of a platform, stone platform.
Big.
But look at all the rock around there. Look at it, all around behind them. And they said they piled those up when this is Ian Spooner out there. They got Ian to come out, sucked out some of that water to bring out his tools and come have a look at this and give his evaluation. And that's what he said right off. He's like, "Yep, this kind of looks like the stone platform or the stone road. The stone is just it's laid out like a platform." So,
yep.
I don't know, you can't really look at it any other way.
Yep. So, someone made a comment about shoreline being valuable. Yeah, but he already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other lots on the island by the time he bought that one. So he had plenty of shoreline.
Yep. Now the little rocks on top would fill in the holes of the big rocks below it and make it a smoother surface on top. Once it gets packed down, makes it a smoother surface. So, but yeah, you clearly see this is what's going on here.
Oh yeah,
this entire swamp, man. I mean,
no doubt.
It's a man-made island, maybe,
and used over hundreds of years by different people.
Yep. This one, yeah. What was the stone platform was 1200. The stone road was 500 years old.
Yeah.
And the stone platform over there on the east side was
1500.
Yeah.
Portuguese. Yeah.
Yep. And then this area here, well, will we get a date on it? I don't know. Maybe if he can find a piece of wood sandwiched in there someplace. But and again, what the heck for? Why? And you heard Rick say that during the show. Why would they go through all this effort to build this road or this platform?
Why do people keep coming back there and keep building? I mean, it's not. Was it the hottest fishing spot in Nova Scotia? I don't think so.
I don't know. But Ian, he's working up a sweat, or he got really wet. Maybe it was raining or something. We were coming and looking at this, and this is such a nice man, by the way. He is so cool. Ian, I've got a chance to talk to him in person a few times, and what an awesome guy he is. But look how his hair is. It's like, were you swimming in this stuff? He's drenched out there. But anyway, yeah. See all this rock? Look at that. I love this picture because you could really see all this rock down there. It's a platform of something. There's something going on. And I noticed this too. Did you guys notice this over here?
Yeah, where did I zoom?
Oh, little squares.
It's roped off over there. Now, is that the permitted area, or is that where they want to look next?
It could be where they've applied for permitting, or it could be excluded areas. Don't go past the yellow. Don't go past the tape.
Yeah, maybe. I noticed that in the review
but it's probably
today. Yeah.
We could go back and compare that against the other diagram we have. Don't do it now. I'll do it later. But
yeah. Well,
I get a sneaking suspicion that area it's taped off, so you can't get in there.
Yeah, I didn't see it in this one picture here. It's not there.
No,
The tape's not there.
no.
So when they got work and they thought, oh, we better tape this off or something. So
Yeah.
you see them all. It's all taped off over there now. Yep, you can see it in this picture. You can see it right here.
Yeah, I would guess
They're
that's
right up to the
excluded
edge of
areas.
it.
Yeah. But my question is excluded based on what?
Yeah, I don't know. Yep. And here's the charcoal. Why would there be charcoal over there? I mean, I know why they would need charcoal.
If the charcoal is under the rocks, get it dated.
Yep. And they were. They bagged it.
If it's just from a piece of wood that floated in that burnt that's laying on top of a rock, then it's a nice to know but not need to know. But if it's underneath a rock and you can get that dated, that's pretty conclusive.
Now that here you can see all this down there, and Rick was rubbing it on his hand. This is from last time. This was from over by the Stone Road. This is
that's
not
old. That's an old picture.
Yeah, this is an old picture. They were just talking about the fact that it's
a sample. Yeah,
right, sample. So this was what was found there. They did collect up some of this and put it in a bag that they're gonna take over to the lab and get analyzed and figure out what's going on with it. But we know why they would need coal on the island, but again, if that's another spot where it's not natural there, it didn't. It's I guess I do have one more picture here of the swamp. You can see just look at the rocks. They're laid there on purpose, all over the place. No doubt about it. Then Gary finds this hit right here. When he got going, it was right up next to that rock right there.
Yep, and it's not a plumb bob.
It's not a plumb bob that we kind of thought, or I thought it was last time because the way they were holding. I didn't see the hole inside of it. I thought there'd be a little hole right here where they hang a string and hang it, for a plumb bob. But nope, that's not what it was. The smoking gun. Yes, indeed. Yeah, there's the hole inside. So, yeah, that was pretty much the end of the episode. They do take it. We do go back to the lab real quick. I forgot about this. Sorry. At the end here, we go back to the lab and we're looking at the scissors. Emma did the scans on them, and 1700s or maybe 1600s.
Either which way, they were manufactured, before the money pit was discovered. Whether it was 2 years before the money pit was discovered or 200 years before the money pit was discovered, still pre-money pit.
Yep. A lot of corrosion on them. And they found them here.
Yeah. Well, it said they found salt on it, right?
Yes.
So they've been in the water for a while. So
yeah, exposed to salt water, sodium exposed to salt water, long contact. She said, long contact. And she said UK in origin. Emma. When I say she, I mean I'm talking about Emma, of course. But wow. Now, remember the ones that Dan Blankenship found? He found some that were Spanish, didn't he? Or
they were Spanish. I'm going to call them closer to being shears than scissors, but because they had the much more elongated handle on them.
Yes, and they were kind of the handle didn't come back in and get
correct
molded back into the straight part. It was kind of left out as a flare.
Much bigger flare to them. Yeah.
Yeah. But what else? What else did they come across?
That's what I was trying to figure out. What the heck did they measure that had silver in it? I have no idea. Something had silver in it.
Yeah.
It's not the decorative lead piece because that's coated up above, right? That's the lot 5 lead stick, right?
Yeah.
So what does ident or idet metal silver? I don't know.
Yeah, this was up on the screen.
The fastener square above it.
Fastener square. Yeah.
Right. Then you get your Gary's piece, right? And then you've got this metal with silver. I don't know.
I want to know what that is. I know, right? We may never know. That is silver. Yeah. Or was it? I don't know. We don't know what this was. The brooch, maybe, or something? Yeah, maybe. All right. Next time on the Curse of Oak Island, we see a better look of the hand cannon. A hand cannon. Oh, indeterminate. Yeah. Oh, I see. Indetermined. Indetermined silver. Nice.
So something made of metal that they can't identify. Something metal that's indeterminate in description, not a fastener, not a lead piece,
Silver.
right? And it's got silver in it.
Wow.
No, it's not silver. It's sliver. Never mind.
Sliver. Oh, you're right.
Hey, it is.
Oh, now that I see
Sliver.
it again, you're
Corrected my
right.
own mistake. There you
Oh,
go.
sorry. Okay, we move on.
We move on.
But yeah, we do.
We'll cut that out. We'll do a
Yeah, I'll
producer.
edit it
We'll
later.
edit that out. See, we make mistakes.
Yes, we do. So yeah, this hand cannon, this is really, really cool. I really never knew that something like this even existed.
No.
I didn't know that knights or cavalry knights like would have carried them. You know, I always just pictured like, I guess like pirates with the single shot. You know, I never pictured knights in full armor with single shot pistols. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've seen the smaller, what they call them, deck cannons.
Yes.
You know, they're like 18, 24 inches long or wherever they are.
Yeah. Yep.
But nothing that you would actually hold, you know, on a brace on a stand or something in your hand.
Right.
And light it to make it go. I didn't know they existed.
I went out on the internet and just looked them up just to see what I could find. Hand cannon, mini cannon. Yeah. Pretty cool.
I like I wouldn't even know. You'd have to hold it against like your breastplate or something to fire it. I would think you wouldn't hold it in your hand. I
wouldn't think. So pretty cool. I mean, we'll get a better look at this next week. They're going to talk about this particular item. That's what that shot was from, because these are from next week's show. There it is sitting in the lab. So we'll get a better look at it. It would kill your hand. Yeah, it really would, Bill. You're going to have to.
Yeah.
That's why I saw when I was looking on, when I Googled this, there was some that were like a pistol grip, and it was actually attached to the top of it. So you could hold the pistol grip, and it was just like strapped to this wood thing that you could use for a pistol grip.
It would be a one-shot wonder, because I mean, if you're in the cavalry riding a horse or whatever, a knight on a horse, whatever, it's a one-shot wonder, because you're not going to be reloading it.
No. If somebody came up and tried to stick you with a spear
shot
in the ground, you could blast him and keep going.
It would probably be pretty scary though if you used that against people that didn't know what you were doing.
Oh,
it would probably be a great instrument of fear.
Yeah, it would be, huh? Yeah, and this is one of those pictures. I had this in here, and I meant to actually delete it, but again, it shows you that these pictures are not when they show these in the money pit. When they were working at f5.5, which is up by TB1, where TB1 was. This is TOT1 down here. So these pictures are not in sequence with everything else that's going on in the show. Hand cannons were made in the 1300s, and you did hold them in your hand. I wouldn't hold it in my hand. Chinese. Chinese really had a lot of those. There was a lot of Chinese ones that I saw.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, black powder back then probably wasn't as concentrated or as strong as the modern day gunpowder we're used to.
Maybe not. Yeah. Here's that feature on lot 5. There is an awful lot of rocks tossed into this little. Is it just simply a pile of rocks? Do they just throw them off to the side over there or whatever? I don't know.
It's some kind of a marker for something.
They start pulling some bones out of here.
They could.
They could. I know, right?
They could. It looks like an old grave marker.
Yeah, it does. I wanted to show these other pictures too, real quick. The ones that you had sent me, Tom. I think is that where we had them?
I think it was in one of those. It's the guy with the red shirt and the boots.
Here, I wanted to show this. Let's show this too, real quick. This is what Linda. Somebody put this up. This was the shears that was found by Dan Blankenship.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. How the handles came back around. They weren't fully, touching.
Totally different construction method.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Oh, here it is here.
And where did Dan find them?
Thought he found him down by Smith's Cove. I don't remember exactly.
I think maybe Smith's Cove. I think you're right. I'm not sure. Somebody might know in the chat.
Yeah. Does anybody in the chat remember? Oh, Smith's Cove. Linda says
Yeah,
Smith's
so this
Cove.
is Renee did a post today about stuff they're finding in the swamp that's all falling into that 1500 range. And she put up a picture of that horseshoe. So I went back and we couldn't remember where they actually found it or what. So I went back and I actually found the episode. It was season 10, so 3 seasons ago. They found this horseshoe in the swamp on the stone ramp or about the stone ramp. Okay, so we're starting to date stuff. And you take this pistol and we're going to start dating stuff in the swamp. It's all going to come within that. I mean, you can say, oh, it was 1400s. Oh, it was 1500s. Well, was it 1501 or was it 1499? Right? 1400s, 1500s. So stuff could only be a couple of years apart or it could be 100 years apart. I mean, nobody knows for sure.
Yep.
But it just goes to show you that the date line of the things that are metal that don't float, that's Renee's post there from today. And that's what got me curious. And it's the stuff in the swamp, the date lines are starting to line up. And with other areas too, like lot 5, the stuff is starting to line up.
Yep.
And I know that there's supposedly no evidence of horses in PEI prior to 1670. Well, as Laird always says, there's no evidence of, right? There's no evidence Samuel Ball was a cabbage farmer.
There's no pine tar.
Just because there's no record of it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Right. That's right.
And this is your record of something happening that a horseshoe was there from, 600 years ago.
Yeah. Pete Briggs, we don't know about ox shoes anymore. They don't show us anymore.
Don't show us the ox shoes. Now, this one, when they interviewed Carmen, he thought 1400s. And he thought by the design of it that it was from a smaller horse, so not a draft horse. Okay. And that it was more of an officer or cavalry type horse. So if you were the guy supervising the people building the roads and you were on a horse riding around, you wouldn't be on a draft horse. You'd be on a horse that would take a smaller shoe.
Yep. So Renee Cope put that up there in that's our Facebook group page. If anybody is wondering, the Curse of Oak Island and Beyond -Skinwalker Ranch. But thank you, Renee. I mean, that was great. That was great.
That was a great find by her.
It was absolutely wonderful.
And that's what got me started. That's
when
I
moose.
Found it.
It's a moose.
Yeah. It'd be a baby moose for that small, let me tell you.
Yeah, Dave said moose. Oh, that's funny. But there you go. I mean, that's why I say, and Tom, we've talked about the folks in our chat and in our Facebook group, man. Way smarter than I am, I tell you. Good stuff coming out there all the time.
It's another good example of, with Renee did that post of somebody remembering something from 3 years ago.
Yep.
That was kind of cool then. Oh, well, horseshoe 1400, like big deal, right? Well, horseshoe 1400 now tied in with this hand cannon 1500 and a stone structure. Those things all start to add up over time.
Yeah. That's
why I say that date picture is becoming more clear for one generation of it, one aspect of it.
Yep. One last picture I want to show too. This one here. It looks like we're going to get some more. Why is this not working? That's weird. That's weird. Okay, it's not working. Am I frozen?
Nope.
There it goes. All right. That was weird. It took a while.
You go.
Yeah. So here, let me get this over here. There we go.
Here you go.
This is that hand cannon. They must have somebody on the phone, hey?
That's my guess.
Yeah. This is one of those archaeology uses those little checker box to show the size of something.
It's an archaeological report of some nature. You can't quite see the typing on it, but there is. To me, it's an archaeological report.
Yeah, they got somebody on the phone and they're looking at this thing and evaluating this thing. So we're going to get more, scale to take it to scale. Yep. So we're going to get more information on this thing next week. I'm pretty excited about that. I want to see what that's all about. I want to hear the year of that thing.
Yeah. A
She
lot
said
of
1500s, but
I feel like
1500s could be 1501.
Yeah.
Right. Or was it actually 1499?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like you start playing with these numbers
Yep.
of 100-year segments, and anywhere it's in that 100-year segment, you've got a lot of playroom there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, that's what I have for tonight. Templar Knights with mini cannons riding.
Somebody said clumsy knights. You got a knight running around with half a thumb gone, probably, or
Yeah.
something.
Across a stone road platform, dropping things. Yeah.
That's a cool sight.
Yeah.
to think.
Clumsy Knights. All right. Well, that's what we got for you tonight, folks.
That's
I tell
it.
you what, another good episode, I thought.
It was.
And again, you talk about the things that they find. Are they going to find the gold coin like Tom said every week? No. But they're finding interesting stuff. This is all.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that you would find, like Rick said on the show. Would you go on any island or anywhere else in Nova Scotia and in one area about an acre size and dig up 6 Roman coins?
No.
I think not. I don't know. I mean,
Well, that's what they asked the numismatist, and right, like, are we just finding Roman coins on the ground in other parts of Nova Scotia? And he was like, no, I can't think of any.
Right.
And they say, well, like lot 5 was never cleared. Well, no, what this Laird would say, there's no evidence to support prior to 1795 that lot 5 was never cleared.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So was it cleared in 1400 when they were cutting wood for ships or tunnels or?
Well, and that's kind of one of the things that I keep thinking about is that, you've got those early dates, 1100, 1200s, things going on Oak Island. And then you've got a period of time where we don't have a lot, like 13, 14, and then the 15, 16, 17s, you got a lot of stuff coming up again. So that's where that multi-generational stuff comes into play. So you got these people that were there that might have been the original depositors. Well, was other people depositing things there? Was there a search for it back in the 1600s? Were they looking for it? Did they find it? I don't know.
Was it a recovery effort? Was it a treasure hunt?
Was it their own treasure hunt in the 1600s, trying to find the treasure that was put there in the 1200s?
Yeah, and who was there in the 1200s? Well, it wasn't the Knights, but it could have been the Vikings who left the map for the Templars. Right? And the Templars turned into the Portuguese. The Portuguese had their own Templar outfit. That puts you back there in the 1500s.
Right.
Yeah, and then the soil matching the money pit that's found in the structure on lot 5 to me makes me want to lean into your theory of that, the people in the middle time where it was a recovery effort, and they're going back to their structure that they were working, and they all that. I don't know. Yes to all of the above.
I'm really curious to see what this laser ablation comes back on these lead pieces.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you the source. The source is important.
It is very important.
The source is important. I don't even care if there's 3 or 4. It'd probably be kind of cool if there was 300 or 400 years between, if they can date the different mines because they can actually tell you when the different mines were active.
Yeah.
So if you had a mine in northeastern France and a mine in southeastern France, and one piece came from one and it was active in 1300, and the other one came from another mine in France and it was active in the 1500s.
That's key.
There you go.
That's key. Yep.
Right. So having different dates wouldn't be a bad thing.
No. No. Yeah. Hopefully we get some answers on that too coming up real soon. I hope that laser ablation is something that takes a little time. So hopefully we'll see it in the next week or so. They didn't show it in the preview for next week, but we'll see what happens. But all right. Well, happy Thanksgiving, folks. Hope you enjoy and eat a lot of good food. But remember, when you're doing and you're celebrating Thanksgiving with your friends and family, that you remember all the things that you're thankful of as you go through the day. That's the important part of it all, right? And have a good time and eat lots of great food and, sleep well, and we'll see you next week. All right. That's it. Good night, folks. We'll catch you next time right here on the J Free 906 podcast.
See you later.